So in December of 1999, Joe Ramft and I sat there and looked at each other and said, okay, here we go. What's the story going to be? We didn't know. We researched a lot about Route 66, and there was one author named Michael Wallace who wrote the definitive book on Route 66. Route 66, The Mother Road. And he came out to Pixar, and he sat and talked with us. And literally within 2 sentences coming out of this guy's mouth, I knew we had the right guy.
John wanted everyone to learn as much as they possibly could about the road and experience the road. So I had to take them out on the road.
And we took a trip down Route 66, and I think that let us in on the sort of feeling of the world that was this movie Cars out on the road there.
This is going to be a wide open trip. There are no holes barred. You're going to meet a lot of people you might not agree with.
If you ever plan to motor west, take the highway, it's my way, it's the best.
Halfway between Chicago and Los Angeles, right here. Right here.
And then there's a new zany character coming along. And there's one coming right here, right now.
More than 2,000 miles all the way. Oh, get your kicks on Route 66. Oh, get your kicks on Route 66.
It's not the destination, it's the journey, you know. Mm-hmm. It's all right to get lost, it's all right to spend time, it's all right to stop and do what you need to do.
Back when Route 66 was the only way to get across the country, people would come through the town, and all the townspeople loved to take care of the customer. They lived for that. One of the things that inspired us the most, that we didn't expect, was we saw a documentary on the creation of the interstate highway system. What happened to the old highway towns when the new interstate came and bypassed them.
My name is Angel Valadez Delgadillo. When we were bypassed at about this time of the day, 1:30, 2 o'clock, the world stopped. The world just forgot about us. But it didn't come back to normal for 10 long years.
What happened? The town got bypassed just to save 10 minutes of driving.
When you begin to see your community die, and no one cares whether you sink or swim, there was no reason to get out of bed.
Before the interstate, people would take car trips as a vacation. I know I did when I was a child growing up.
We'd drive early morning and we'd stop about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, check in a motel and let the kids swim and play and feed them and put them in bed, and we'd get them up early the next morning and put them in the back of the car. We'd flatten it out. My wife always had a camera on her shoulder. We'd stop and smell the roses. We'd go through a little town, there'd be an art show or something displayed out there, and we'd stop.
Cars is a very personal story to me. Not only is it inspired by my love of cars, not only is it inspired by my dad, who was a parts manager at a Chevrolet dealership, but it's inspired by something that happened to me in my life.
Sheriff Woody!
I directed Toy Story, A Bug's Life, and Toy Story 2. By the time I was done with Toy Story 2, it was 1999. 9 years had passed. We had had 4 boys. And my wife said, John, you know, we've supported you in making all these films and the building of Pixar and all like that. But you better be careful. Because one day you're going to wake up and your boys are going off to college and you will have missed it. So I took the summer off my wife and I bought a used motorhome, and I wanted to stay off the interstate highway system and travel America. And you know what happened? We got so close as a family. It changed my life. I came back knowing what I wanted this movie to be about, is a character discovering what I discovered, that the journey in life is a reward, you know? And I started thinking, it's got to be about a race car. Nothing else matters but winning, getting that championship. So this is the perfect character to all of a sudden be forced to slow down.
We used to talk at Chamber of Commerce meetings, how do we get the economy back? I stuck to Route 66 because after the bypass, tourists began to trickle back into Seligman. Next thing you know, we had formed the historic Route 66 Association of Arizona. The state made Route 66 historic December of the same year. And the rest is history.
We started this research just looking for kind of inspiration for the story. But what we found was these amazing people, these amazing moments and experiences we had in these places that all inspired a specific thing in the film, a character, a place, a moment. And those are the things you can't write. Those are the things you can't sit just, what am I going to do? Those are things that just came from being there, the reality of the moment. And I wouldn't trade that for the world.